Hi and welcome for this review of Orbx Edinburgh Airport. This airport was released very recently and is available on the Orbx web store for $22. It features HD and PBR texturing, custom night lighting, animated vehicles, and custom dynamic jetways. Edinburgh Airport is located on the eastern side of Scotland and sees about 15 million passengers a year. Both runway 06 and 24 are equipped with ILS Cat 3B capability. First off, we'll start by having a look at the terminal, starting with the area around parking number 1. As you can see, there is a lot of detail on the ground, lots of ground objects being placed around, which adds a lot of life to the airport. The textures of the terminal are really well done too. And of course, we can see here the use of transparent glass, showing the very well modeled interior of the terminal. I also appreciate the coloring used on the apron markings. Here's now the part of the terminal around gates 6 and 7. This part of the terminal, as in real life, feature metallic panels, and here in the sim it's superbly reproduced with a nice amount of reflection thanks to the PBR texturing. Let's now have a quick look at the operation of the custom jetways. As you can notice, the animation of the jetway is very smooth and the jetway properly sticks to the fuselage of the aircraft. Here is now a look around gate 15. This side of the airport was part of a recent addition a few years ago in order for it to welcome long-haul carriers from the Middle East. Another type of texturing is used here, and once again is very lifelike. Now we're looking at the remote stands around gate 20, typically used by low-cost carriers. The airport features several static aircraft that are very well modeled too. The parking lot in the distance features quite a lot of cars too, and I'm happy to say that the performance is not affected by that. Now we're having a look at the Turnhouse Apron, which is also a recent modification of the airport. Quite a few remote stands here, and again, a very nice density of ground objects. Now moving on to the North Apron, which is the cargo apron, really. A very nice touch here with the Royal Mail building and several trucks associated with it. I've also liked the fact that they placed quite a lot of container loaders in this apron, as in real life. There's a lot of different textures used on the taxiways, which is a really good thing, as the real airport also uses a mashup of different materials for its taxiways. And this is really well shown here, where we can see the junction between one type of material and the other. Now we're having a look at the air traffic control tower, which, as you can notice, got a very distinct shape. It's actually based on the Golf T. And it's also got really nice lighting at night. I must say the developer has really done an excellent job here. Looking through the car park, we can see quite a lot of details. There's a good number of different vehicles used. And it's nice to see HD textures also used for secondary elements like adverts. The bus and tramway terminal are also reproduced with intricate detail, as you can notice. The modeling of the interior of the terminal is quite spectacular and features many lifelike textures. It's actually quite amazing that the developer has been able to reproduce this without impacting the performance. I'm usually not a big fan of interior modeling. However, in this occasion, I must really applaud this effort. Here is a look at the fire station with the firefighting mockup. Despite this being a secondary item on the airport, I still really like the attention to detail by the developer here. And here's now a quick look at the runway profile. Here is now a look at the final runway 24. We can see the fourth bridges in the distance, and runway 24 has a full set of porch lights due to its Cat 3B capability. And now look at the final runway 06, also equipped with a full set of lights. This approach crosses a set of highways, and it's also the opportunity to have a good look at the aerial image used for the background of the airport. That is of very nice quality. Here's a look at the airport at night. Obviously, one thing we can notice almost immediately is the superb lighting of the air traffic control tower. Now, this is something we can really notice in real life when we approach the airport at night time. Looking at the apron, I like the fact that the lighting is also quite subtle and not overdone. Here's a look now at the airport under rainy conditions, which happens quite a bit in Scotland, unfortunately. We can notice the use of PBR textures on the ground, which allow for nice reflections all around. And now look at snow conditions, which is a bit more rare for Edinburgh. Nevertheless, we can see that there was a bit of custom texturing by the developers on the apron particularly. However, as usual with Flight Simulator 2020, some taxiway parts are fully covered in snow, while others are not. This, I believe, is a limitation of the simulator as of now. You'll also notice that the runway remains clean and is not covered by snow. So, all in all, I think this is a very solid rendition of Edinburgh Airport. The terminals are full of details, with a nicely modeled interior as a bonus. The jetways were great, and the textures of the apron and the buildings are really well done. On top of that, the area is really nice to fly to, with the approach of runway 24 giving great sights of the fourth bridges and the estuary itself. I would definitely recommend this add-on to anyone wanting to fly to Scotland, and I look forward to Pyreegue's, the developer's, next creation. Thanks for watching, please leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe for more videos soon.